Yo, what's up, family? And before we start the video, please leave a like, subscribe, and share to any and everyone that you can. Just read out there a little bit more. With that being said, let's get right into the video. Pelicans rookie big man Derik Queen had another impressive showing against the best competition he could, and I wanted to take a look. So let's get into the film. All right, how y'all doing? I hope y'all are doing good. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, make sure you take your shoes off before you come to the house. And rookie Derik Queen, man, I've been really impressed with his play. I didn't expect him to be this good this early. You know what I'm saying? I thought like him not being like an athletic big, I knew he had the skill. I knew he had the isolation play as a big man, the handles, he had the quickness, but the defense, you know what I'm saying, and not being athletic, I thought that would take like a year or two for him to get adjusted to and actually start playing at a high level. But he has soared already as a rookie. In this game at 30 points, 9 rebounds, 4 of which were offensive, 4 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 4 turnovers, 4 fouls. He drew 7 fouls in his game, and it's just he has a skill and quickness gap over a lot of centers in the NBA, but definitely the quickness, because his handle and the sudden change of direction that he has is a problem for a lot of centers, especially a guy like Nikola Jokic, who is a little bit slow-footed. On the young season, Queen is averaging 12 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 50% from the field, and 74% from the line, 1 steal and 1 block in only 23 minutes. But in his last 5 games, he's getting 29 minutes, and he's averaging 16.5 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 55, 70, 25 splits, a steal and a block, and 3.5 turnovers. Now, of course, you're gonna have to go through the growing pains when you see a guy this talented with the ball in his hands, right? The turnovers are going to be a thing. It is what it is. Positives certainly outweigh the negatives in this case here. He shows off the pass, and Trey Murphy cuts with Peyton Watson kind of sleeping there in the corner, puts a pass right on him, and he gets a layup. And I told you guys he was averaging a steal and a block on the season, but the advanced numbers to go deeper into his defense, like he's been really solid defensively, and again, much better than I thought he was going to be this early in his career. Of course, he's averaging a steal and a block, but he has been defending a lot of shots this season, and whether that's teams going at him, but he has done a solid job. Per 100 possessions, he's been the closest defender on 27 field goal attempts per 100 possessions, which is in the 100 percentile, 12 rim field goal attempts, which also is in the 100 percentile, and teams are shooting 7.4% less at the rim against Queen and 3.4% less on all field goals against Derik Queen. So it's not, you know, he's not a stopper, but he's solid, right? He's solid. And again, it's much better than I thought he was going to be to start his NBA career. But here against Nikola Jokic, man, the competition doesn't get any better. Nikola Jokic does get a half a step on him, but he's able to use the athleticism that he has and blocks that shot. And if you're a Pelicans fan, this is what you want to see. Zion and DQ being able to play together and being able to play off each other. Now, Joe Dumars made a head-scratching decision, trading away your first-round pick this year. You could have been this bad still, but had something to look forward to in the draft lottery. You don't have that. So the next best thing is developing your 2 rookies and having Zion be who you need him to be, right? With just Derik Queen, right? The Pelicans are a horrible team. That we all know that, right? With him off the floor, the team has a negative 20.4 net rate. Now, it's still early on in the season. On, off, net rate and stuff isn't the end all be all. So if you're going to use advanced stats, please watch. If you're going to use advanced stats, watch the game and see if it matches. Don't just use it and run with it, right? But you can definitely see that this team is better with Derik Queen on the floor. With him on the floor, they're a negative 5.3, so they're still a bad team, but they're not horrifically bad, right? Which is the negative 20.4. From the negative 20.4 to the negative 5.3, that's a plus 15.2 on-off swing, which is in the 94th percentile in the NBA. And with Queen and Zion on the floor, they've only played 58 minutes together this season. But in those minutes, they have a plus 22.76 net rating. Now, I doubt with more minutes, it'll be that large of a difference because there are still 3 other players on the court. But them being able to play off each other, and for Queen to be able to play off of Zion's gravity, whether he's in the tunker spot, which he is here, or he's on the perimeter, right? You have 2 slow-footed bigs. So this is a great matchup for him and Zion because these guys not good lateral quickness guys, right? So Zion's role is going to attract more than one person in a lot of games, right? So Nikola Jokic is checking Derik Queen, right? Valanciunas is in drop coverage because Zion is a non-shooter. They know he's probably going to roll, or if it doesn't, he's going to get the ball and try to come to the basket. It also draws Peyton Watson, who tries to get the steal, but Nikola Jokic and Valanciunas are looking right at Zion, which leaves Derik Queen wide open. Zion is able to pass to him, get him a dunk. All right, so I did notice in this game that there are a couple possessions where Queen would just dribble the ball for like 5 seconds, but it's because he's waiting for somebody on his team to move. They wasted 4. This is a great passer, right? You have to move when he has the ball. They wasted about 4 seconds because nobody on his team moved. I'm guessing they expected him to ISO. That's cool, but they have to move. He can hit people on cuts. Now they start to move, right? That moves Bruce Brown away, so he's not in perfect help position. That makes Nikola Jokic step up because he thought that his handoff was coming. Now, because he stepped up, Derik Queen, the acceleration we talked about against the bigs, gets the dunk. I also love the amount of inverted PNR I saw from this team. Again, when Derik Queen has the ball against the center, right, he most likely has the quickness advantage against a lot of centers, especially one like Nikola Jokic, right? Well, there's no one like Nikola Jokic, but against Nikola Jokic, he definitely has that. Big men that struggle with lateral quickness are going to struggle against isolation against these quicker centers like Queen. But then you ask them to move their feet in a pick and roll and defend a pick and roll while they're the on-ball defender, it could get really bad. Right now, we got Trey Murphy sets the inverted screen, but they run some chest action. So chest action is usually for a shooter. It's when they set the screen. It could be a real screen or a ghost screen, and then they get a flare screen out of that. This is really low. So their inverted screens and their chest actions are going to be really low rather than it being out here for like a perimeter player, because Queen and Zion are guys that want to attempt twos and they want to get inside, right? So Trey Murphy's going to set this screen, and then he's going to receive the flare screen here by Saddiq Bey as he comes up to the elbow, and then he's going to go out, right? But look at this move by Derik Queen. The pound in, oh my God. He pounded to that side like he was going, and then he just moves past Jokic. Again, we talked about the defense, not super athletic, not super rangy, but he gets it done. 96th percentile in rim point saved this season. Opponents shoot 7% less against him at the rim, forces a miss by Jokic here. All right, another inverted PNR here. It doesn't look pretty, but Queen has the handle and the skill to take advantage of the size mismatch. All right, so good play by the Pelicans, right? So we got another inverted PNR, but Trey Murphy is flat, right? He's setting the screen flat. So usually when you see a screen, it'll be to the side of a person. So it'll be on this side or this side, right? But that usually the guys can like reject screens. Like Kemba Walker used to reject screens so good, and he'll like break somebody's ankles. But usually when you set the screen, the defense has a sense of what direction you're going in. When you set the screen flat, they have no idea. They're guessing the entire time. So you can play around the screen, right? You see Queen does that little move, and Nikola Jokic thinks he's going that way, and he ends up going that way, right? And then this defender also has no idea what's happening, right? So he's just trying to wait and see, and a half a step is all you need in the NBA. So Cam Johnson taking that one step this way, Nikola Jokic taking that one step this way, it lets Derik Queen go to the rim, and he swings through, avoiding the help, gets to the paint, gets a nice pass, spray out to Jose Alvarado. He just misses it. And then, sometimes they just had him bring the ball up like he was a point guard, right? Going against Nikola Jokic is very tough, as you can see what he has in the third quarter. But we saw him be able to eat up space, go at Nikola Jokic, and this time he takes the space and hits the mid-range. And then we go down on the other side of the floor, right? Again, much better than I thought he would be. But as a defensive playmaker, Queen has really been good this season. He's in the 90th. These are all per 100 possessions, right? 2.2 steals per 100 possessions, which is in the 90th percentile. 6.4 deflections per 100 possessions, which is in the 98th percentile. 3.4 stop percentage, 90th percentile. Offensive fouls drawn per 100 possessions, 88th percentile, right? And this was a problem in this game. You can't just let Nikola Jokic catch the ball, right? He was allowing Nikola Jokic to just catch the ball here. And when he gets it here with all the movement that the Nuggets do, is just death, right? You have to be aggressive on this catch. Force the shot clock to lose a couple seconds before he catches the ball. We saw Alex Caruso do a phenomenal job of pushing Nikola Jokic out and making these catches further away. Queen finally does that in the third quarter, gets the deflection there. And again, you gotta live with it. It's a bonehead play. He didn't even look at Saddiq Bey. He was just expecting him to be trailing right behind him, right? But you gotta live with it. I'm sorry. And again, him and Zion playing off each other in tandem, right? Zion has Bruce Brown sealed on the rim. He just like throw it up. Queen has the touch, has the pass. Like this, in theory, right? For all these years, it was, I need a guy that can block shots and that can hit threes next to Zion, right? In theory, Queen isn't that guy. Like, he's not the ideal guy you would have next to Zion if you had a choice. But these two guys being able to pass at a high level to each other and to their teammates, being able to dominate in the 2-point range, the quickness and the agility, right? Like, this could be a really good tandem. And this is where you really throw your hands up as a defense. Again, Jonas Valanciunas is not a good defensive big, especially moving laterally, okay? So let's just acknowledge that. But hand off with Zion, he just goes to the wing, right? And again, Zion's gravity, right? You got two people right here on Zion. Queen is a non-shooter, so they don't have a problem with helping off Derik Queen and giving him the shot. But he's forcing Jonas Valanciunas to close out to him, right? So this time he closes out, he goes past him, and he gets a foul. Very next play, they run the chest action we were talking about. So when the guy sets the screen and then gets a flare screen after that, again, Valanciunas is going to cave into Zion, give early aggressive help in that gap, but then Derik Queen takes his space and he just hits a three. So now it's like, okay, he went past me the first time, he got a foul call, I help again, and he hits a three. Derik Queen can be a problem offensively. All right, so here he is again defensively, handoff between Jamal Murray and Valanciunas. Good job by Derik Queen moving his feet. A great move by Jamal Murray, but a greater play by Herb Jones. This almost tie up by Herb Jones gives Queen the time that he needs to get back and block the shot, and the Pelicans score. All right, so here we got Queen in isolation at the top of the key again. 61% true shooting in the isolation possession this season. Not bad. And he hit a 3 early on Val, so even him just looking like he's going to shoot, causing Nikola Jokic to come out there for a second, and now he's able to go, right? He got him at his mercy. He dribbled past him, gets a foul. All right, so they push it up, and he has another isolation from Nikola Jokic, okay? So the pump fake, right? He already hit a 3. Pump fake, forces the hand to go up, and look at this. Oh, my. Starts one way, tween. Nikola Jokic can't move his feet and contest at the same time. Right there gets the and one, right? But then it's much, much deeper than just him on the offense side of the ball. He's starting to make a winning play. So he gets the and one, right? Does a great move on Nikola Jokic. He misses the free throw, but now he knows he missed and he's hustling. He's not giving up on plays. Gets the back tap right there, and the Pelicans get a dunk. And lastly, we got him and Zion combining to contest on his layup, and he's running the break. And I talked about him not being the most athletic guy, but this is the second time in this game he's gone over top of defenders. But that is a video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe, and share to any and everyone that you can. Just to meet out there a little bit more. And I will see you guys in the next video. This is Nick. Peace.